Hey, hockey fans. February 25th, there was 13 games. I'll just review those scores quick, and then we'll get on to the picks for the 26th. There's only 3 games for the 26th, so we'll just get right to it here. Calgary and Boston. In Boston, Calgary dominated. They won 5-2. Really surprised me. I thought Boston would take that game, but they lost. Vancouver, nice comeback. Pushed it into overtime. Won in overtime, 4-3 over Montreal. Toronto, nice win over Tampa, 4-3. Final there. Islanders tied the game with like 16 seconds left and pushed it into overtime, but the Rangers, a beautiful winning goal, so they won 4-3 in overtime. Philly over San Jose, 4-2. Winnipeg tied the game, put it into overtime, went into a shootout. Scheifele was awesome. He ended up being the guy who tied the game and then extended the shootout as well. But they ended up losing to Washington in the shootout, 4-3. Lost my best bet. Dallas beat Carolina 4-1. Yeah, I don't know what really happened there. I just was surprised. Anyway, New Jersey beat Detroit 4-1. Chicago, St. Louis, real exciting game, back and forth. St. Louis ended up winning 6-5. Nashville over Ottawa 3-2. Minnesota over Columbus 5-4. Florida over Arizona 2-1. And Edmonton lost to Anaheim in overtime 4-3. So I lost my best bet. So my best bet streak drops to 5-2 with current 1-game losing streak. And for the day, I went 7-6. So not absolutely terrible, but not great either. Just over 500 there. But anyway, we'll get on to the picks for the 26th. And first game, Buffalo against Colorado. Colorado in their last 10, they're 7-2-1 with a current 3-game winning streak. They're third in the Central, and Frank Coos is probable in net. And their last game was when Colorado won in a shootout over Los Angeles. They won 2-1. Buffalo 6-3-1 in their last 10, current 2-game winning streak. Hutton is probable in net for Buffalo, and their last game was a win over Winnipeg 2-1. I like the acquisition that Buffalo made. Simmons, I think, is a good veteran, and I think he's going to bring some. I think he'll bring a good voice to the team. So I like that. And Colorado, with the injuries that they're dealing with, I'm going to pick Buffalo here. I'm going to pick Buffalo. I'm sure they're the dog, but I'm going to pick Buffalo to beat Colorado for my first pick. Second game, Edmonton against Vegas. Vegas 7-2-1 in their last 10, current 6-game winning streak, first in the Pacific. Fleury, probable in net for Vegas. And their last game was a win in overtime against the Anaheim Ducks, 6-5. Edmonton is 5-3-2 in their last 10 with an overtime decision. They're tied second in the Pacific. Koskinen is probable in net for Edmonton. And their last game was a loss to Anaheim, 4-3 in overtime. The Oilers lead the series with 1 game. They won 4-2 back in November. I like Edmonton here. I think that I think we'll see some better play and a few less mistakes. And I know they're going into Vegas, but I'm going to take Edmonton here to beat Vegas as my second pick. Third game, Pittsburgh against Los Angeles. Los Angeles 3-6-1, current 1-game losing streak. Quick probable in net for Los Angeles, and their last game was a loss to Edmonton, 4-2. Pittsburgh's 5-4-1 in their last 10 with a current 3-game losing streak. They're second in the Metropolitan, and Jari is probable in net for Pittsburgh. Their last game was a loss to Washington, 5-3. The Penguins won the first time these teams met, 5-4 back in December. I think by the activity that I read about with Los Angeles, I think they're looking forward. They're not really, they're just going to play this season out, and they'll spoil some games, but I got to think Pittsburgh is going to bounce back here and break this little losing streak they've been on. I'm going to make this my best bet, actually. I'm going to take Pittsburgh to beat Los Angeles. So then the bets that I'm going to be placing, I'm going to go Edmonton plus 1.5, and I'm going to go Pittsburgh minus 1.5. I'm going to go the Buffalo-Colorado game over 6, and also take Buffalo plus 1.5 and parlay that as well as individual bets. I'm in Canada, so the odds here read different. We're in the decimal, and you guys are American. So at the American odds, Edmonton plus 1.5, looking like minus 140. Pittsburgh minus 1.5, they're plus 135. The Buffalo Colorado game over 6, minus 110. and Buffalo +1.5, -135. Middle of the week, Wednesday. Hope everyone has a great day. Good luck with your picks, and thanks for watching.